What's up guys, Dan here, and let's talk about some of the things that I wish I knew before starting Amazon FBA, before starting my online Amazon business. A lot of stuff, right? Before you actually take the first step, there's a lot of things that you'll find out that you would have never learned, until after you started, until after you've launched your first product. And so, from my experience now looking back on Amazon FBA, I've been doing Amazon FBA for almost a year now. There's a lot of things, especially that repeat themselves, that I see and that I wish I knew before I started, all right? So let's get right into it. So the very first thing that I wish I knew before starting Amazon FBA, and actually one of the biggest mistakes, is just pull the trigger fast, all right? If the numbers for the product are good, if everything adds up, the product is not seasonal, it looks like a viable option for a first product, then go, start, do it. What are you waiting for? Stop creating doubt in your head, stop having this irrational fear. So people spend so much time finding products, right? But I bet you that 90% of people have already found a product. Yes, if you're watching this video, you've already found an awesome product, but you actually decided not to do it because fear, you let fear take you over, and you gave in to maybe some kind of irrational beliefs, within yourself that you have to get rid of, right? Remember guys, entrepreneurship is 80% mindset and 20% actually doing stuff, right? So, success is 80% mindset. So one thing that I really want you guys to understand is do not overanalyze, all right? Do not, get stuck in this analysis paralysis. Do not find a product, the numbers are good, and then don't try to find 10 other products, and then after, compare one versus the other. I would not recommend doing that. Find a product, see if it's selling, track it, follow the whole process, especially if you're in the Amazon Freedom course, or if you've been watching the videos on this channel at least, you've got an idea or a pretty good idea of what you're doing, right? So, you know what you're doing. If the numbers are good, if they add up, and if it looks like a great product to start, if it looks like, there's money to be made, then do it. You're literally burning yourself by not committing to it. So people are afraid of commitment, and if you can commit to it, and if you can commit to making it work, and at least taking the first step, even if you fail, you've got to fail to succeed. So don't overanalyze, take the first step. If the numbers are good, if there's profit to be made, if it fits all the criteria, then do it. Don't overanalyze, don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. If the products are good and if there's profit to be made, then do it, or else you're just burning yourself, all right? Take the first step. Right? This is an amazing message for 90% of you. If I knew you're not going to find an even better product than the one you already found. If you found a good product, even if it's decent, even if it's something like $5,000 a month, $6,000 a month, but it's pretty realistic for you based on what you're seeing that you're going to make maybe like $3,000 a month in profit. $3,000 a month in profit, passive income, that's amazing. That's like pretty much what most people make in society, in America and Canada. All right? So, if you find a product where you see a chance that you can actually make some money, you can actually make, $2,000 a month to start or $4,000 a month to start, right? After only a month or two of product research, after only a month or two of even knowing about Amazon FBA, you're just burning yourself by not committing to it, all right? You're not gonna find something better, just start. All right, the number two thing I wish I knew, and also the number two biggest mistake that people make, and the reason why people fail on Amazon FBA is, people think that they can just sell the same thing as everyone else. So many people think that, okay, they see 10 of the same product, it's selling well, they go ahead and become number 11. And they think that they'll still make a ton of money without spending any time on actually branding the product, actually putting the work in and creating an amazing listing, actually putting the work in and making the product itself look good, right? You can actually tweak your product. You can talk to your supplier. You can tell them exactly what you want in the product. You can make your logo look good at least, right? You don't always have to completely change the product. You can actually source. What I recommend doing is, copy what's working, but just make the branding look awesome. What I always recommend doing is, if you're thinking about how to brand the product correctly, if you're thinking about how to differentiate, and if you're thinking about how to make your product stand out, think about what Apple would do if they were to release this product onto Amazon and just do the same thing. That's what I do for every single one of my products, and it works super well because then, it's very clear when a customer is searching on Amazon which product they should buy because yours just looks way better and blows the rest out of the water. So when people see your product, they've got to have this sense of like superiority. They've got to be like, wow, this product looks so much better than the 10 other, cheap Chinese ones. And, I'm gonna go with this one. It's an actual brand. And it looks like there was actual effort put into this. It looks like a legitimate business, all right? You don't wanna look like some cheap reseller. You wanna look like a legitimate business, like an actual brand. So don't be naive. Just go the extra step, put in some effort, put in some work, and I guarantee you, if you keep pushing, you will succeed. There's no other way. And now the number three thing I wish I knew before starting Amazon FBA, and this is where like 99% of people fail as well. One thing that I realize now is that getting your first product up is the hardest. Getting your very first product up, and for you to actually start making passive income, going from zero, from broke, from making no passive income to actually having a product there making passive income, that is the hardest step. Because going from 0 to 1 is the hardest. And then once you've got your first product up and running, releasing your second one and just rinsing and repeating what you've already done and what you've already accomplished is, just gets way easier, right? I don't know if you guys have heard, but going from 0 to 100,000 is very hard. And going from 100,000 to 1 million is hard. Going from 1 million to 10 million is easier than going from 100,000 to 1 million. And I'm talking about a year. All right, so that's just a quote that I've heard, and I agree with it so much, and I see it in my life personally, and I see it in every other successful entrepreneur that I regularly talk to and communicate with. They all agree on the same thing, that just taking that first step is the hardest. So take the first step, all right? If you can get your first product up and running, if you can prove to yourself that you can make money, once you've proven to yourself that you deserve better and that you can actually make something work for yourself, you will never settle for anything less. All right, once you prove to yourself that you can actually make online business a part of your life, you'll never settle for anything less. So let's just summarize here. The first thing is, do not get stuck in analysis paralysis. All right, if you see a product, the numbers are good, everything adds up, and you have a good overall gut feeling about it, your instincts are telling you just do it, even if it fails, it will be a good learning experience, then your second one will succeed. Do it, all right? Number 2, genuinely put an effort into your product. Don't expect to make the same amount of money as the top seller if you're just gonna throw the product up there, all right? So just genuinely put effort into it, make the branding look awesome, just like Apple would brand it if they were to release it. And number 3, remember that the most important thing for you is to pull the trigger, launch your first product, and if you fail, take it as a learning experience because, you're most likely gonna succeed on your second, your third, or your fourth product. You will succeed, there's no question about it. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this Amazon FBA video. If you guys are interested in passive income, e-commerce, living your dream life, being able to, be free from the 9 to 5 forever, and be able to, live your life to the fullest potential, subscribe to the channel. It's what my whole message is about. And if you guys are interested in a complete step-by-step guide to making 6 and 7 figures a year on Amazon FBA, I put together the Amazon Freedom course where you get me as a mentor. We have a ton of amazing, successful students, and I actually have a couple interviews here that I'm recording right now, so you can check those out. The course is closing soon, and you do get my personal mentorship with it, so you have the ability to talk to me personally. So the link for the Amazon Freedom course is in the description below. And yeah, subscribe, follow me on social media, Instagram and Snapchat. Links are below. I'll see you guys soon.